Episode 35 of the Utility Players Podcast. Some sports going on. We got Yankees in the back of me right now. Game's in about an hour, so I'm mentally preparing. I'm glad I actually have this podcast for the next hour to get my mind off it. But what's going on with you guys?
Well, apparently the Yankees are in the back of you. Aaron Judge is a big guy. You're nervous about that game?
I just got it like at 6:00.
I think
that was officially.
I actually think the Yankees will win, and I don't think the Red Sox are that good. You never know with this rivalry, but I think the Yankees.
One game. Fenway Park.
Everybody's shitting on Garrett Cole right now, and he hasn't pitched all that well as of late, but I think he's going to come and bring it today. And I'm going to call it right now. Rizzo is going to hit a home run.
I like that.
Get it.
Pesky pole little action.
Yeah,
maybe
spider
twist around
attack
that
allowed for this game.
Oh, hey, they might bring it back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had a couple.
Martinez either.
I'm glad Ray got the right mic today.
Yeah, we're good. We're locked and loaded, baby.
And I'm going I can't stand the Red Sox, so I bet
the Red Sox plus 1.5.
+1. Yeah, it's gonna be a great game.
You're back. Welcome back.
Thank you.
It's like that. I'm never drinking again. Thing.
You try to get it away
for not covering 6.5 this weekend. You pieces of shit.
Yeah,
but that's all right.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm back too. I got a bookie now, so
you
Vegas
allegedly.
Yeah, Vegas tricked us on the over last night. That delay killed it, man.
How do you go about it with your bookie? Do you he has a website set up and all that?
Yeah, he has a website, and then every
allegedly.
Monday of the week, if you're up, he sends you money, and if you're down, you send him money. Allegedly,
yeah.
So.
Allegedly, yeah. Dang, man, I don't even want to say what I've been doing into it. Betting's been frustrating me so much to where it seems so simple, right? If you can control your own personal emotions and try to think of it mathematically. So in my spare time, when I do get some, I've been starting to create some Excel formulas for betting, and I've been testing. I will dominate this. I will not be beat by sports betting. I will be positive. So I'm reading a couple things. So I've been trying to tinker around, messing around with a couple formulas, and we'll see where it goes. I'm just inserting the tip right now and seeing if it feels nice. And if it does, I will continue to explore that and maybe pass everybody out my Excel sheets when I'm done, if I'm good. Control your emotions. That's it.
Can we talk about Urban Meyer?
Dude,
yes,
you literally took the words out of my mouth, because I was gonna, before we went into football or whatever, I wanted to see your opinions because we haven't talked about it directly in the group chat. Mm-hmm. So go ahead, Grave.
I mean, I just heard Ben say the tip, and then I don't know why my mind immediately went to Urban Meyer. But yeah, apparently he has a few places that he owns in Columbus, Ohio. I'm not sure if it took place at that specific spot. I don't know if any of you guys do, but interesting to see. I've been obviously watching Pat McAfee yesterday and today, and they're just mind blown. First, that he didn't go back with the Jaguars after the Thursday night game. He stayed in Ohio, which is not even heard of.
No, it's crazy.
Nobody has ever seen that. It's even, players like to go sometimes, and maybe there are a few exceptions here and there, but he didn't. At first I thought maybe he flew back to Jacksonville, took a private plane back to Ohio, and then came back, at the end of the weekend, but that wasn't the case. He stayed there. So, the videos don't do him much justice. Apparently he put 2 fingers in the girl's jeans or something. So, once I heard that, my only question was, will he go for 2 this weekend after a touchdown?
Yeah. Got it down.
Two fingers. What a savage.
Yeah.
It's a the wildest thing, it's just crazy. I can't believe, I think that's the most shocking thing is he after the game's over, which they got beat, he's like, fuck it. The whole team goes back to Jacksonville like they normally should. And he decides to stay there, goes out, I think, what did he say? He said, I think that a bunch of people that were next to the place wanted to come in and take a picture. And so, he let him do it. And I'm like, well, saw the video, man. It wasn't a picture.
Looked like more than a picture to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
He wasn't moving much, so it could have been. We don't. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to play both sides.
I get it, Ray. He wasn't moving much. I think you could even play it off. I know he's got a lot of work to do at home right now. He could even play it off and say, "Hey, I wasn't really moving. I was just sitting there, and she was, whatever."
I was just sitting there
the
smiling.
second video comes out, and that's clearly.
I didn't see the second. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I don't. I seen a screenshot
Might have been
of
doing
the
some
second
finger
video,
popping.
but yeah,
he was finger popping. There's gonna be a lot of high school kids at prom this year trying to Urban Meyer some people.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What's your take on it, Fort?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like he was back in, his hometown, like Ohio State type of shit, and he just wanted to go out, had a good time after an L. I don't know if he should have apologized. I get it. It's not his wife, but I don't know. I feel like everyone's so sensitive about whatever, and he wanted to have a little fun. It's just funny how they were
If you're gonna do it, don't get caught.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. How should he not apologize though to his wife? Like, if he's gonna apologize, he should apologize to his wife.
Yeah, to his wife,
Right.
but like the players were just like, supposedly there was a threat, and they were just like laughing, and they were like, "Bro, like, I don't think they take that man serious."
I don't think they respect him at all. Really, I think he's done. What is that? I wish DraftKings would put up a line right now on does Urban Meyer last the whole season? Because I would definitely take.
I just don't know how nothing's happened in Jacksonville yet. Like
Right.
something hasn't popped up in Jacksonville because I live there, and there's shorties out there too. So
Is this the norm for Duval County?
Yeah. Have you seen Urban around town at the Dave and Buster's? Just tearing people.
When I first seen the headline, I got annoyed yesterday. I was with my mom watching SportsCenter, and I was just, whatever, venting out loud. And obviously I didn't see the video first, but just the headline alone was just Urban Meyer apologizes for woman dancing close. And I was like, that is the worst. Like, if I don't know anything, it's just the worst. Like, what is he apologizing for? Right. And then I watched the video and I'm still like, what is he apologizing for? And then the team aspect came into it, and I was like, he lost the locker room. Like, first of all, you're just a bad team with a rookie quarterback. I don't care if it's number one or not. Bad team, rookie quarterback, first year head coach, doesn't matter. It's the NFL, different ball game. And if he lost, I understand how he could lose the locker room. I don't know what's going on inside, where maybe he's disrespectful, maybe he doesn't get, he's not captivating. I don't know. But to be like losing the locker room and then in 24, 48 hours, like all of a sudden it's fire Urban Meyer. I think it's like our society is with all the topics, or many of the topics we talk about. It's way too fast, emotional, and try to tear it down. Cancel Urban Meyer all of a sudden. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm on board with the whole. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I don't think the locker room thing, to me it feels like that's not this issue causing thing. I feel like that's always been that way, probably with Jacksonville, and this is just somebody reaching out. I don't think he's ever really had that team. I don't think anybody's really ever respected him on that team.
Gotcha.
When he got the job, and so that's my opinion.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm on board with it. As in, like, I'm just here for the jokes. As far as like, I don't really care. I don't. Do I think he should be fired? No. But as the team aspect is, you can't. Like I said before, if you're gonna do it, don't get caught. And he got caught, so it is what it is. Now you have to live with it. Now the jokes are gonna come, and you can't preach. We want to act right. We want to build a culture here. We want to have these type of attitudes. But then you're not doing the things a coach should do. Like, okay, in the offseason, do whatever the hell you want to do. But as a head coach of a football team, when you're trying to build something with a team that's fucking awful and a culture that's awful, and the owners have put so much money into it, you
He's
can't.
a good owner too.
Yeah, he is. And
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, his soccer team sucks too, but wrestler's doing well. You can't just after a game say, okay, you guys fly back. I'm gonna kick it and stay here. Like,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah, I
certain
learned about
responsibilities there's certain responsibilities that come along with being the head coach of a football team.
Yeah, I didn't
And
know
then to get
what goes
caught-
on with it. After
Like, if this was a player, if this was, you know, the 53rd man on the roster, you're cutting him.
Yeah,
You know what I
most
mean?
likely.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. You just, it's tough. Do I care? No. Like, but I mean, he's getting publicly, and you know, I don't think he should be fired. Those people are just annoying, and that's
Yeah.
what
At
we've
least not
become
fired
as a
for
country
that.
and world. But you know, everything else, the jokes and the memes and all that shit, too bad.
Well, let's see
more
who
fiery
we
because
let's
of
see
his
who they play
performance.
next week, because that's a must win. They play the Titans, which the Titans are kind of Jekyll and Hyde with their season, kind of playing well and then not playing
They lost to
well
the
with other
Jets.
teams. Yeah, that's what I mean. So
Yeah.
that's got, and they're at home in Jacksonville. That's, you know, if you want to say it's a must win for their season instead of, you know, having 2 wins, 3 wins and 2 wins, that's a game you probably have to win just to get people off your back.
Yeah.
People forgive and forget when you win something within that relevant time. So
Yeah.
I
that'll
hope
be
the
a must
Jaguars
win
win
for the
that
Jets.
game at the end of the game when its time expires when they're going for 2.
He just gives fuck you everybody.
And he calls it. He's like, let's go for 2.
Yeah, right.
I can't wait for the
Yeah.
memes. I cannot wait for
Yeah.
the memes when he
Let's go
holds
for
up 2
2.
fingers. Yeah.
That'd be great. That'd be amazing. I got to check out that video when we end this here, but
It's pretty
So-
funny because
Watch it now.
he's all stiff and he
should.
looks like he's trying to do it secretly and he's like
oh no.
Yeah.
So week recap is a little better than week 4 is better for our teams than week 3. New York Giants beat the Saints in overtime. Daniel Dimes had a great game.
In the
That kind of,
Superdome.
for me, that solidified, not like he's going to be our quarterback of the future, but it gave a big step to I love him the rest of the season. He's all out, and he's number 5
with your
in
receivers
most-
out.
Yeah, with receivers out,
Yeah.
the O
Let
line
him
looks
breathe.
good. Yeah.
Saquon.
Let him breathe.
you know,
Open up the
was
playbook.
nice.
Yes.
Let him use his arm.
The
Darius
hashtag
Toney
is
got some touches.
let Danny dime. That's the
Yeah.
hashtag,
Let
by the
Danny
way, for
dime.
us.
Let
I like
Danny
it.
dime.
Yeah. So that was a great game. And then for you guys, Bears got a much needed win, 10 points
Yep.
over the Lions. And then the Dolphins took a L to Trav and the Colts at home. So if you want to talk about your game, Ben, real quick, Montgomery, big injury, but go ahead.
Yeah, the David thing hurts bad. He played well towards the end of last year, and so this year he came in, has played well I think all year so far. And then when that happened, if you were watching it, saw the replay, I knew it was
Thought
bad.
it was worse. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I thought it was worse too. I was like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, and it's sad. It sucks. It's sad too, you know. So that hurts too. But the Bears, they played. I thought they played okay. Justin Fields played better. Matt Nagy immediately, you could tell, was not making play calls because on a 3rd and 9, they weren't calling a little, 2-yard out route. And then Justin impressed me. He made like 3 or 4 throws that were like, to me, veteran NFL throws.
Nice.
That I liked. The O-line is still suspect. Our defense is still kind of suspect. I mean, I think that Detroit had 3 possessions where they were inside the 10 to score, and they didn't score, a couple turnovers. But a win's a win, and so I'll take it. And now we start our brutal schedule. We head to Las Vegas, play the Raiders this week, and then I think we have Green Bay and Tampa Bay, and then the Saints, and I can't remember who they have. But
Sheesh.
I'm
Yeah.
pumped.
A division win too, so
Yeah, that's big.
big time.
What about you, Fort?
I don't watch Dolphins games. I don't succumb myself to that kind of misery anymore. I just watch Red Zone, and I mean, thank goodness that the Dolphins don't really get in the red zone like that. Will Fuller broke his finger, so he's out.
Yeah.
Devontae Parker caught a touchdown. That's good at least. I don't know, man. Like it just sucks. Like a lot of people last night were tweeting about Justin Herbert. I was included in that. It's like, what did the Dolphins see in Tua that they didn't see in Justin Herbert? And like, I mean, just going over in prior drafts and seeing who they picked up before other players.
Oh,
and
that'll
just like,
hurt you. I mean,
yeah, that's
don't
like,
even
of a
do
Knicks
that.
fan.
That sucks. Yeah,
you
that's
just,
life
you just
of a Knicks
spiral.
fan.
You just spiral yourself into like
For real.
the abyss. So I don't know, man. I really don't know what they're gonna do. I don't. They play the Bucks at Tampa Bay this week coming up. That's another L, unless Brady looks like how he looked on
mean,
Sunday night. But that's not
He's
gonna happen
motivated,
many
baby.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's I don't know. Tua coming back soon, hopefully. I don't know if that's going to change anything. The O line sucks. Defense can't stop anybody. It's just bad overall. Just
Yep.
I like Flores, but I don't know. I really don't know what they're going to do.
Yep.
Fucking
Well,
ass.
That offensive line's fucking awful.
That offensive line is so
Might be
bad.
worse.
To
Might be
give-
worse than
to-
the Bears.
I saw the play where they ran a little sweep with Jakeem Grant.
Yeah.
They said that the dude swung him back to the Bears locker room.
Yeah. That's how you
To
got
be
tossed out
fair,
of Miami.
to be give all of us hope, or because you have to in football, because just like your season could look pretty doom and gloom early, there's always a team or two in either conference or whatever that starts off 2-4, makes the playoffs, starts off 1-3, makes the playoffs. So there's always one at least, definitely 2 to 3 that either make a run. I know the Giants, I mean, we started off 0-5, 0-6, and we ended up at 6-10. So it happens. Injuries will happen to every team. Reminder. So the fact that the Bears were able to get a dub was big, because all you have to do is hover around that 500 line. That's all you have to do in football until late in the season.
The only other thing I want to say is Matt Nagy continues to prove how incompetent and stupid he is. Because he said yesterday,
I like how you double down on it again.
he said yesterday that if Andy Dalton's healthy this week, he'll start against the Raiders.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
yeah, what
You
are
started
you doing?
Justin Fields. He had a good game,
Mhm.
And he got the win. You can't put in Andy Dalton now. You drafted him to be
can't.
the future, and you just had what? Are you fucking dumb?
I was gonna write this in a group chat. The saying is, if you have 2 quarterbacks, you don't have any quarterbacks. If you have
Yeah.
3 quarterbacks,
I
what do you
know.
have? What do you
I know,
really have?
I don't know what we got
Right? Like,
it's
you
a
can't
mess.
do that. It's so bad.
know.
I understand the gamesmanship maybe going into it. They don't know who to prepare for. Obviously, it's Andy Dalton and Justin Fields. It's not like you're preparing for, lightning and thunder. You're
Yeah.
preparing for them probably similarly, maybe obviously a little bit more run and QBR and stuff like that.
I
Option
wish
stuff.
George McCaskey would tell Matt Nagy that he's not allowed to speak unless it's from a written script in front of him, in which they provide to him. When they ask him questions like that, he doesn't say, "Yeah, if Andy's healthy, he'll start on Sunday." I'm like, what? Wait a minute. Did he really say that? He said that.
Oh,
What are you
God.
talking about?
Well,
The
didn't last
thing's a
week?
mess.
Didn't last week on like a Wednesday or Thursday they said anybody could start, and then
Yeah, he's like,
24 hours later they
Yeah,
announced
well-
the starter.
The quarterback will be a game time decision between all three.
Mm-hmm. And then the next day he announced one, right?
Yeah.
Or am I wrong about that?
It was like
A day or
late
two.
Saturday
Okay.
that they announced that Justin Fields is going to start.
Gotcha.
And yeah, it's crazy. I mean, trade Nick Foles. I don't know why we're still keeping him. Let him go somewhere to try to get an opportunity, and try to get some sort of
Mhm.
compensation back
what
from
the
that.
I forgot
hell is Nick
Foles was on that
still
team.
doing?
Yeah. He's
I
got to
don't
get a
know.
job somewhere else. What the fuck is
Right,
going
that's what I'm
on
saying.
there?
If we,
I forgot.
that happens in the NFL too. Injuries, the QBs will continue
Yeah.
to happen, and so a couple more weeks, maybe
Mhm.
Yeah,
even
but
the
what are you
midway.
holding on
it's-
to for like
I
another
wish
wish
we
we
all
all
round
would have
pick,
traded
sixth
him
round
to
pick or
us.
something?
That's what the beginning of the year. I'm like, why are we getting rid of Foles and get some
Yeah.
sort of draft pick out of it or cash? I
Mhm.
mean, our salary cap issues are bad too, but
Yeah.
we're still holding on to him for who knows what the fuck reason.
Well,
I
you
don't-
could get more value if a team really needs, if somebody goes down tomorrow and they're like, shit, our backup is bad. I mean, Cam Newton's still out there, but obviously any team would pick Foles over Cam Newton, just competency wise. But that's crazy. At least they have that in their. We joked about a couple weeks ago about Giants, Bears, how we laugh every time you lose or whatever because we get your pick.
Yep.
Hopefully, you guys could turn that Foles into something coming back to you guys to make up for it.
Well, the Bears are in the same situation the Dolphins are in. We're a mess right now. We're 2-2,
Aren't
but
you?
we
Okay,
are.
I was gonna say.
We're a mess.
Yeah, 2-2 is a
thought you
great
guys were
position to
3-1.
be if you're in a mess.
We're a mess.
I would love to be 2-2, right,
2-2.
Gravy, in a mess.
It's true.
Because if we
All
were,
right.
if we came
positive.
off, for sure, if the Giants came off that win against the Saints 2-2, I would feel like electric
It's just-
about our season right now.
it's
I
just
still kind
hard
of have hope.
4-0.
It's just hard because you guys know you're fans, Giants fans too. It's not like we're fans of teams that have been on these dynasty championship runs over the past 10 years.
Cap it off at 10
But
because we did win one.
That's why in my head I was like 10 years. Yeah.
Actually, no. This is 10 years.
Yeah.
2011.
I know where this goes as a Bears fan. I know where it's gonna end up. I know what's gonna happen here. It's just sad.
So, Fort, did any games? Obviously, you said you didn't watch the Dolphins much. Any games for you in Week 4 stand out? Cowboys, Panthers, Browns, Vikings, Jets, Titans.
Shout out Tyreek Hill.
Cardinals, Rams was good. Big game there.
Boy, Tyreek Hill was doing whatever.
Cardinals look legit. They surprised
Cardinals
me.
do look legit.
Hey, I know you guys aren't gonna like it, but the Cowboys look serious.
Yeah.
Their offense looks really, really nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Trayvon Diggs locked down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Chiefs, I still
I'm a
don't
fan
get,
of his.
Yeah.
I think
wonder if
they'll
the Giants
figure it out.
draft him.
but who else? Who else is out there? The Jets. Fuck the Jets,
Packers.
dude. I hate the Jets.
I'm glad the
Packers
Jets
really
got a
good.
win.
I hate the
I'm
Jets.
not.
I'm just glad that we won because if the Jets
Yeah.
would have won and we lost, I would have had to hear
Right.
Oh
it
yeah.
from way too many people.
Both
So-
overtime games too, which was wild. That was the first
Yeah,
time ever.
And the Jets took fucking 69 minutes and 58 seconds to win their game. So
Hey, that throw that Zach Wilson had was fucking.
Yeah,
big,
that
man.
was
he looked
fire.
good.
That's kind of like he needed that to make up for his whole season, and it at least gave him another week of like, oh, okay, you can make that one throw. That was great.
Yeah.
My dad was in the other room watching the Jets when I was home in New York. That man was wilding. He was
Is he a
even.
Jets fan?
You know what it is? He's Thank God in New York you have multiple options because his life is pretty good. Because not only is he a fair weather fan with either New York teams in any sport, but then occasionally he'll be like, "Oh, the Chiefs, that's my team. The Warriors, that's my team." Like whoever's got a dynasty, he's like one of those. Like you don't want to have a conversation with him; it's not going to go anywhere. He does it for the. If
just
he was
enjoys
on social
sports.
media, he'd be the most retweeted or at person that I know because he'd just be saying crazy shit and misspelling everything he talks about. But the Bills have
The
been
Bills are
fucking
legit.
unleashing
Yes.
on teams
Yeah.
since they lost week 1, 40-0. Sheesh.
I know.
I think the Texans. I had Cooks on my on a couple of my fantasy teams, so I was watching the game. They had like 7 yards at halftime. It was something
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, David
Wild.
Mills had 4 picks.
I knew that was going to happen eventually with that, AKA long neck. Pause.
Long neck.
I knew he was due for a really bad
Long
game.
neck.
There's only so long you could go, so he ran into a buzzsaw with the Bills. And then obviously the return of Brady.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ben. Before
Have
we
you
go
guys
into
seen
game.
that Instagram kid, that daddy long neck guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm
Wow.
talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Daddy long neck.
Funny when
Didn't they
he
have
and,
long neck and
no
short,
neck.
the short neck,
Yeah.
no neck,
Yeah.
black guy,
Yeah,
no
they
guy,
met
that's
up.
funny. They
Then there was
they
that
automatically clicked.
Then there's that
clicked.
really fat guy that he was in some of his videos that just gets kicked in the nuts. I can't remember his name.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
know
yeah.
what you're talking about there too. I don't know
Yeah.
the name or anything. I just see shit and just keep it moving.
Steelers suck. too.
Sorry.
Just wanna
That's
get
funny.
that in
No,
there.
all good. But that Patriots, did you guys, lock in on that Patriots Bucks game? I thought it was, it was like a good backstory, obviously. And you don't have to really recap that, but I thought it was cool. I like what the New England fans did was they cheered him in the pregame and then booed him the moment he came out. That's how it should be.
Yep. I didn't watch it. I fell asleep.
Are you talking about the first down? What he did?
Oh
No.
Belichick's the
Steve
coach.
Belichick.
Oh
Belichick.
yeah, his son. Yo,
What's going?
that's
ham
like when the
Fox.
Adderall hits and you're just like,
Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adderall.
It's funny
right?
how that immediately
daydreaming.
was saved in my phone as a meme.
that's
Yo.
amazing. I watched that live too, and I was like, did I just see him like
Yeah.
some weird funky shit with his mouth?
Oh yeah. I have that saved as a meme too.
Yep.
It needed to be.
That shit.
But
That
hey,
was the
Patriots
first
hung
Sunday
tough.
night game in 3 weeks that I stayed up to watch,
Nice.
and was not happy
Came down to
about
the
it.
kick. Yeah, a lot of games are coming down to field goals. Like, if that would have went, I knew he was gonna miss it the whole time. A lot of factors,
sure.
obviously. And then once I seen it going bending left, I was like, "There's no way." Either gets there or shanks left. But it was a good game, man. It was defense on the Patriots showed some fight, obviously, and then Mac Jones, had a good game. 275, 2 touchdowns, 1
He
pick.
played well.
Really well.
Played great.
Damn.
19 straight
Tampa has,
completions.
Tampa has like no DBs right now, but
Yo, I didn't know this. All right. The New England Patriots rushing 8 carries
Yeah.
for -1. I had no idea.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty
Yeah.
bad.
Holy shit. That's
But
insane.
they were throwing the ball a lot. But just for him to play like that
Whoa.
after that entire week, and obviously being compared to Brady and everything that was spoken about, I thought he played great. First national televised game for him.
Yep.
So
I know.
Anything else on the NFL week? Obviously, other than our personal games, there wasn't any too much drama. Nothing crazy that stuck out to me. I don't know if it did for you guys, other than Urban Meyer news wise, but
no
injuries
Just that the Steelers suck.
obviously
That's about
happened.
it.
But
Brady did break
Yeah.
the passing record that game.
oh, shout out! Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah,
did.
Yeah.
that was dope. In like
Aaron
the
Rodgers
first
got
few
420
plays, right?
touchdowns.
Yep.
Tight
He
end
passed
Marino.
Dan Marino.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's
Nothing
move
else.
on.
Pretty much it.
Cool. Let's see. Let's some boxing stuff. So Fury Wilder,
Yes.
the third fight, the trilogy
Third
and that. What was it? Fury. It was a draw 1.
Yep.
Very close match. Obviously, that was one of the best heavyweight fights I've seen in a really long time. I think everybody could say that. And then second one went to Fury.
Yep.
If I'm correct.
Yep.
Correct.
So this
Yeah.
this third one is great because you could do a lot with it. Anthony Joshua got mopped
Yeah.
in his
Anthony
fight.
Joshua
So
sucks.
where do you kind of
So-
go? Do you go a fourth one no matter? Wilder's got to
Nah.
win. We should all root for Wilder because
I
now
am-
then we can hope for a fourth one. Maybe.
I am on Wilder. I think Wilder's gonna win.
Talk to me.
Nah.
Yep.
Unless he
Tyson-
comes out with
Tyson
fucking
Fury.
Still
50
no.
pounds.
He said he's still coming out in a fucking armor suit, so he's still doing it. He's not
Yeah,
backing
well
down.
then he
Tyson Fury.
better
See,
not
he
use it
should-
as an excuse. 'Cause
Yeah.
See, he should come out like Tyson, no robe, no nothing, just like sweating, nothing on. That would be funny.
Right.
But he isn't Tyson, so
You think Tyson's gonna beat him? I don't
Well,
think he's gonna beat
yeah,
him.
absolutely.
I think not only that, I think Deontay is gonna knock him out.
Man, you are just on one today.
whoa,
What
whoa,
are you
whoa.
talking about?
Get your
What do you
spreadsheet out.
mean,
For
what am
that
I
one,
talking-
like-
yeah, get the spreadsheet out.
Get
Open the
spreadsheet
Excel
out for
file.
that one, like figure that out. No way.
Why are we
Look.
just throwing
your
Tyson Fury
spreadsheet
to the
out.
ground?
I
he
like
is
that.
Nothing.
That's
We'll,
so
we'll hear
funny.
about this next Tuesday.
Okay.
I'm calling
See
it.
you next Tuesday.
Yeah, He already
Nah,
he already knocked him down. If you watch both those fights, he's connected
got
with
back
him.
up.
Tyson leaves himself open too much. He leaves himself open too much. And Deontay has that power where you can knock him out, anybody out. He knocked him down in both those other fights. He just didn't knock him out. This is it. He's gonna get him. He's gonna.
It's
get
been
the
a
knockout.
long layoff for both of these fighters. The last
Yeah.
time they each fought was against each other. And what was that? I watched that fight at
Were we at
27
27?
Lounge. Oh,
Yeah,
you were
I was
there
with
too?
you. Yeah.
Oh, okay, bet. What's his name was there too? The
I just remember it
49ers.
was- Oh yes,
players.
the racist. Yeah.
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 The Boses were at.
See?
They were in
See
the
how
corner.
quickly?
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was funny. I forgot. Yeah, we were rolling deep that night. That was fun.
Yeah,
That
we
was a
were.
fun night. That was a while ago. That was what? Right before you moved back to Iowa.
That actually, Mandy was
Did you
there,
come
so
back?
that was February of last year.
February of 2020.
Yeah, because I had all my Iowa
Gotcha.
friends were there. So
Oh, cool. So
Yeah.
it's the first fight for both of them in a year and a half, and
Yep.
I feel like when a year and a half happens, there's, in my opinion, I think for boxing, there's one person that has a big advantage of that over the other. I gotta really watch their camps and kind of, because I think it's on is it on Showtime or HBO? They got some like 24/7 type
Yeah,
documentary
I think
stuff.
it's on
I'm
Showtime.
gonna watch that and I can kind of gauge, because I feel like there's always a fighter that did everything right in that year and a half that's locked in, whether it's diet, working out, and then there's one that kind of maybe took it off. And I think Wilder has more to prove, and I would side, without knowing anything factually, he locked in because he got humiliated and he feels probably fucking stupid that he came in with a 40-pound, whatever it was. Like, he looked good. It looked dope as hell, like WWE style, but
Yeah.
he looked winded early. So that'll be,
To
I
this
can't
day.
wait. Can't wait.
Look, man, like you can come out with that shit. That's cool. I'm all for it. Show out, look good. But after you get beat, don't blame it on that, bro.
Yeah, don't mention
Yeah.
it. That was the worst thing he could have done.
Don't
That
be
And
is
I
Tyron Woodley.
hated that he did that.
That's fighters, dude. You see that in boxing, MMA,
Grasping for
anywhere.
straws,
There's always
yeah.
some sort of blame, He's
What
doing
are
it
you gonna
though.
go to when Tyson Fury wins?
What am I gonna go to?
Yeah.
The spreadsheet.
I'm lost. I mean, I call a spade, man.
Hey,
I'm going with my heart here.
my heart.
I'm saying he's gonna. I like Deontay's story. I like his story.
Where in the
That's why I gotta
spreadsheet
root
does
for
it
him.
have a heart?
Stories
Does
do
it have
not
a
win
heart rating?
fights.
That's how he got that. The only reason he's boxing is because of his story, because of his daughter. So
You don't like
You don't
Tyson
know this?
Fury's story? I know.
Tyson's Fury's story is full of cocaine, hookers,
Hey,
and
hell of a
alcohol,
story.
which is not a bad story.
not
I'm
a
just
bad
saying,
story.
I'm going with
It's a comeback true. That's an American story right there, brother.
with Deontay's story. I just think he's gonna get it. I think he thinks in his mind.
I don't know what you saw in the
he-
first two
he's-
fights that you could say so convincingly.
Yeah,
that
I'm gonna
he's win.
rewatch those this week. That's for sure.
Watch him. Tyson Fury leaves himself open too much. I agree. I'm not saying Tyson's a bad boxer. I think he's a legendary boxer.
His hands are
But
heavy.
I don't think he can beat Deontay 3 times in a row. I don't think he can do it. I think Deontay's going to get him this time. And then I think because of the draw the first time, they're going to do it again. They're going to run it back.
But if he can knock him out, why didn't he in the last 24 rounds that he was in there with him?
He did knock him out. He knocked him out. He knocked him down a couple times. For some reason, Tyson, I don't know. It's because he's spent a
good
couple
story.
years tweaked out on cocaine where he didn't, knockouts don't affect him much. He was out, but then he was right back upright again.
Ben's
So
got a
he-
daughter now, so like he looks into like stories only now. Like, all right, I like that. He's a daughter. I'm a dad. I'm a girl dad. He's a girl dad. Let's go.
Girl dad.
$100 on $100 on him.
Hey, that may be it. It's hey, no, for real though. You should check out Deontay's story of why he started boxing
Okay.
because it is good. His daughter.
I think I know a
has
little bit about it.
disease,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he had to make money to pay for it. And
Yeah. I think
shit.
I've watched something on that.
so
Yeah, so let's hopefully that's a great fight that we will have. We'll spend some good time on it next week. But the second boxing news that I seen this week, once again, the Pauls make our weekly episodes. But Mike Tyson, for the record, was looking to fight either of the Pauls. Which, first glance, I'm like, all right, Tyson's heavier than both of them, but they got the height. I don't know how that would happen physically of a fight, but that would probably be the most viewed of all these types of fights, right? That would be like celebrity,
Without a
however
doubt.
you want to call it. It's like another category in boxing, but that would probably be the most pay-per-viewed, watched Mike Tyson in one of these polls, oh my God, it's the
I-
perfect dynamic. You'll get people that love Tyson that will watch it because obviously you're going to tune in, and people that love TikTok and like to.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good fight for either
Me
parties
either.
involved.
Oh, I don't think it should happen, but if it
I have
did,
zero interest in it. Not gonna lie.
yeah,
I don't either. At this point, if those guys are gonna fight somebody, fight an actual professional boxer right
yeah, let's
now.
go. Let's see what
Like,
you're.
Like
sick
if
yeah.
we're
of
gonna
it.
do it, I'm tired of going around like this because then, you're gonna go into the whole thing. Is Mike Tyson even gonna take this really serious? Probably not.
Yeah.
He's not going to be the Mike Tyson that we grew up watching back in the day where he was a straight pit bull animal coming out. That's the
I mean-
Tyson you want to see fight. This is for fun. It's exhibition entertainment, whatever, that's fine. But for the Paul brothers, if you want to get some more credibility or anything, fight an actual boxer. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I mean, the Roy Jones, because I listened to Mike Tyson the 2 times he was on Joe Rogan, then I listened to Roy Jones when he was on right before they fought, and that was the most ready they got for a fight, and they were competitive because they wish they could have had a fight in their primes or after their primes, should I say?
Yep.
I can't imagine Mike Tyson preparing for a
No.
Paul fight like he did Roy Jones, and Roy Jones he really had to come back because he
Yeah.
was kind of not in the right physical shape. So yeah, I've been seeing that. That's why I wrote it down, but let's hope we never see that. And not just a lot of these things are marketing ploys. The Paul brothers stay in the news, they retire, then they unretire, then it's great by them. They could write a book on social media and podcasting, YouTube 101. They're the pioneers, which is sad, but that's the end of that. Hopefully we don't have to talk about the Pauls for a couple episodes. And then basketball's back.
Yes.
Basketball.
Sir.
Nets played the Lakers. I only viewed that as a bench and rookie type of game. And my boy Cam Thomas, 21 points, led both teams, which says a lot because when you watch basketball, you watch a rookie, you say, okay, this is college. Okay, this is the summer league. This is preseason, and then you see him up against the players that played in for the Lakers were competent NBA players, and he showed out. So, did you guys did any of your teams play? I know the Heat played. Tyler Hero,
Bulls.
seen a highlight.
Played tonight.
The Bulls play tonight. The Cavs. I'm excited. I don't really pay too much attention to this. I mean, I'll pay attention to it a bit just to see the young guys play. I'm wanting to see AO. I always forget to say his last name. Do some.
Oh yeah, kid from
I'm not gonna
Illinois.
try it. AO from Illinois. Play. Excited for him, and I'm excited for the Bulls team, but I'm more excited for end of the month when the season starts. So.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It's gonna be this. I mean, I'm trying to. This is the first time my team has been in my lifetime favored. Obviously, the polls came out in MVP finals, and it's just like I'm trying to have a humble approach, but also I'm trying to balance that out with like enjoy it because it may not come again for another 20 years.
Yep.
So it's like, do I talk shit? And I'm not going to talk shit. I'm not going to like believe the hype until I see it because we have no weight. The 3 got, I mean, Kyrie doesn't even, right now, he's not vaccinated to play in 41 games right now. So, actually, if you count when they go to Golden State, 42 games. So I have no position to be like, my team's the number 1 or the best team because our third best or second best option is right now potentially out for half the season, which is crazy.
Stupid.
Right?
So
All
stupid.
of it. Yeah. I mean,
This
we've
is
talked
so
about it over
fucking
the
dumb.
weeks with the vax and Wiggins got the vax update from last episode. We talked about that. Him not getting it. He got it last week or this coming week. But yeah.
I will definitely say from personal experience, because I got my first shot on Saturday, and
Oh, you
I had
did?
a hell of,
Okay.
Yeah, had a hell of a night on at softball last night. So definitely felt like I took some PEDs. So maybe Kyrie should get that shot.
Yeah.
Legally take some PEDs. Might have a good season. Get you guys a championship.
Yeah, Mo just got his second shot the other day, and then he did like the most intense workout like of his year. And he was like, he was supposed to come over before we flew out to New York. And he was like, I'm going to take it easy. I was like, yeah, probably not doing the most intense workout, cardio, whatever you did after getting the second shot was like, you're giving yourself like an illness
Yeah.
at the end of the day. It's
I
like,
really
yeah,
didn't have any like any noticeable like flu-like symptoms or COVID-like symptoms. So it was all
Okay.
good.
You're good. Yeah. Once you pass that initial 24, 48 hours and you feel good. Yeah, I would say so we're all in good health. That's all I could that's all we could speak from is
For sure.
what we go through and what our friends and family. But let's see. And then the only sports thing is, and then we could have fun on the rest of the episode before this Yankee game starts, is Bryson and Brooks, the match, obviously for golf fans out there. And golf has gained so much momentum in the news. During COVID, it was big because it was outdoors. People could pick up golf. I know a lot of people I know I started before this, but a lot of people picked up golf as a thing they could do in COVID and remain active and get into, and it's become mainstream. Brooks and Bryson, the more they're in the news, the better for PGA. That'll be fun. It's after the Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving weekend. So the 26th,
that's cool.
They'll play 12 holes in Vegas.
I
know forts can be locked. Duh.
Yeah. I actually might be in Vegas during that time. I don't know yet.
You making moves?
Because my birthday is on the 27th. So who knows?
Nice. November?
Snap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mental note.
I'm excited for it. When Tiger's not in golf always needs something.
Yeah,
and
for
so
sure.
I think this is what it is.
That'd be fun.
Until Tiger returns or never returns. You never know.
Yeah. I'm interested.
I would love if they would let them. I would love if they put it on something like HBO or like a pay-per-view.
Right. Curse a little bit.
And then they have them both mic'd, and then they let them talk shit to each other the entire game, and they don't censor it, and then you can hear it.
Brooks won't hold back. Brooks is he
and
likes
let's
that fun.
You go up there and try to swing
it.
the ball hard, you motherfucker.
Yeah. And it's funny because there's
a little closer to that too.
There's such different personalities too. So like Brooks is like laid back, walk up to the golf ball, hit it, like I'll be mad at whatever, and then Bryson is just like numbers are like the matrix numbers are going through his head like throughout. So it's gonna be fun to see that. Yeah. It's good for golf.
And it's just them this time. It's not you're not paired up with another celebrity or athlete.
Yep.
So
that's why I want
they
the
will have a
intensity
little
of
more
talking shit.
Yeah, a little more shit talking this time.
Speaking of golf, my boy Ben Baller was golfing over the weekend with Joe Pesci.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Joe, yeah.
Was he telling any jokes?
I have no clue. Ben Baller kept posting it. There was someone else that was out there with them, but I forget who it was.
All right. Oh, and before, so do we all? I mean, you don't have to tell me you do because I don't care. But do we all have the Yankees tonight?
I just put Fitty on them.
Fitty, nice. And then
my bet of Red Sox plus 1.5 wasn't a bet against the Yankees. So I do think you guys will win. But like if it's 4-1 going into the ninth, I feel like Chapman's gonna give up too because that's what Chapman does.
He's shaky, man. Shout out my boy AP. When we end this, I'm going to. So last year we had a ritual of FaceTiming during games. So he's the only person I could talk Yankees, and we just go all day. Boom, boom, stats, whatever. So we will FaceTime the entire game. Once we get off this, I'm going to stream him on this TV right here. So then I can watch them on this TV. So I'm going to try that screen. What is that? Screen mirroring or whatever?
Screen share. Yeah, screen mirroring.
Yeah. I'm going to try that for the first time. How does that work?
Like, do you guys pause your TVs to make sure you're at the same exact time?
Exactly. So that's what we do. That's what I'm going to figure out. Ooh, you got some vino, Benny? All right.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first time I've ever seen you sip wine.
Yankees win.
Oh, yeah, no.
Shout out Ken Singleton for retiring, Yankees broadcaster.
Yeah.
Former Met.
That was a dope moment. For a while, he's been our guy. But yeah, that'll be fun. So what we do is, we usually FaceTime. We lock in, we pause it, make sure we're in sync because it's pretty simple. Sometimes these 5 seconds, so I can just pause and be like, "Did you just go to commercial?" All right, me too. Good. All right, then we're locked in. And we're like, we did it last year and it was fun. It was corny, but guess what? I don't have fucking anybody else. I got Bree here, but I like to talk during a baseball game. because
gonna
it's
take a
such a
minute for that.
slow, long
Yeah.
game that you need to like talk during it. And if I'm just watching it by myself, it's just I having too much anxiety.
Talk or
So
thought we were
do
better
it's good
friends
to
than
talk.
that.
Yeah.
What? What did you say?
What? So I thought we were better friends than that.
Do you want to do a 3-way? Pause.
No,
I'm so glad you said pause because I
Of
was
course,
ready.
baby, I'm locked. Baby.
I was ready.
Come on up.
I will say that I'm glad that Ben said that Rizzo's gonna homer tonight because that means the Excel sheet's popping for me. Because I did a same game parlay of Yankees, Rizzo homering, and what was the other one? I don't know. Oh boy.
I probably should
I forgot what the
clarify
third
my
one was.
Excel sheet because I'm only about 3 formulas in, and so it is not operable at the moment.
First inning draw.
So I put nothing in there at the moment. It's more about probability against the lines right now is what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay.
So
Like what teams are against the spread and stuff like that.
just
I like it.
I'll talk to you guys off air.
Yeah. Just in case there. I like it.
I don't want to reveal too much yet.
Oh my
Well, let's hang on to that betting vibe and bet the fort last week. My man had 6 bets. The first time in a while he's had over 5, and he went 5-1. Great week. Talk to us, bro. This is your time.
Great week, man. It seems like it's just every week like that. Great week after great week after great week. I don't know. I'm gonna. You can. You know how Google Drive lets you share and stuff, Ben. I'm gonna let you get on my Excel spreadsheet too.
Ooh, this guy's feeling himself. My man got a haircut. Shout out Daquan, and he over here talking shit.
Yeah. I mean, except for last night, I fell for the over. I put that on the story. Probably shouldn't have done that, but hey.
Yeah, I
was
seen that
locking
fell
at the
short by
gym
like
and
8.
I thought the over was a lock in that
I thought
game.
so too. And then like
know.
the game got delayed, and I was like, "Oh fuck," baseball games
exactly
get
what
delayed.
am I? As soon as it was delayed, I'm like, "Fuck!"
Yeah,
That was
and then the missed
so
field
ironic
goal.
of a delay.
Yeah,
Right.
It's dumb.
You mean
but
it being delayed and they're in a dome?
They're in the dome.
Yeah,
It was on the
yeah.
sides, the bolts and the thunderbolts.
Yeah.
It was just so weird. It was like, what the fuck is happening?
Didn't know lightning could go down this way, back, turn back, and then go through the stadium. But hey,
Very odd.
It is what it is.
So what you got for
1,
us this week?
2, 3, 4 picks. So I'm gonna go in order of how they're gonna happen tomorrow. Dodgers Cardinals wild card game. I hate how baseball does this wild card stuff. I don't know why they do it like that, but hey, blame Rob Manfred.
Dude, that's
I'm
so wild that the Cardinals, if they somehow upset the Dodgers, the second best team in the entire league is out in one game. They may need to tweak some things to some, like they have to do something like maybe like an NHL like best record in the entire, like, well, first of all, they got to get rid of no DH in the NL, and then they can make it like, all right, best record, let's rank them. Worst record play.
Yeah.
So sorry to cut you off, but
and if the
that's
Dodgers
crazy.
win, they'll go in and play the Giants. It'll be Dodgers Giants first round,
which would be also be dope. But let's see how it plays out because MLB will have a lot of explaining to do if the Cardinals upset the Dodgers.
Yeah. So for that specific reason, I'm taking Dodgers over the Cardinals.
I
Just
like it.
because Dodgers are way too stacked. Like I
Mhm.
feel like they're
Scherzer's
stacked
going.
every year. Yeah, so even though the Cardinals have been on fire, like I don't know how we didn't mention they had one like 17, 18 in a row. That's stupid, like baseball games. But Dodgers over Cardinals. Yeah. Thursday night, big Thursday night football game. I feel like it's the first time in a while we get a big Thursday night game. Usually we get like the shit end of the stick, Rams, Seahawks. Seahawks at home. I'm taking the Rams. Normally I do money line, but the Rams are only -2.5. Give me the Rams on the fucking spread, baby.
Yep.
Lock of the week.
Shit.
Fuck it. That's the lock, baby.
What is it?
Hey.
What's the spread?
-2.5.
I'm with you there for it. I already locked that in for the week.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dial it in,
Seahawks.
baby.
Yeah, Seahawks off a big win against 49ers and Rams off a loss, like another divisional loss like that.
The Seahawks defense is trash.
Yeah. Booper butt about to get off.
Booper.
And then
Booper butt.
little college football action. Give me Oklahoma over Texas. Texas isn't as good as they're ranked. I don't know. I don't get it.
No.
But Sooners over Longhorns, and then this is gonna suck. Sorry, Ben, but Iowa over Penn State. Iowa looked really, really good against Maryland. Like they,
Yeah,
were
we
running
did.
they were running all over them boys.
Hey,
So give me Iowa
It's not
over
going
Penn
to suck
State.
because
That's
I
a big
took the
matchup. 3 and 4.
I took the same thing. I think
So-
I was going to be.
Yeah, you looking at my Excel
Wait,
spreadsheet.
you bet on that game
Relax. Get off my
Hey, we need to talk and
spreadsheet.
maybe combine.
You guys can share. You know how on Excel you can invite somebody to share via
Yep.
Google or
Yep.
something. You should do that. That'd
Uh-huh.
be funny.
Wait,
Yep.
you
I don't,
bought that game already? You
What
bet
game?
on that game already?
What?
You bet on the Iowa game already?
No, not yet.
Oh,
But
do
I'm
you see what FanDuel has?
No.
So FanDuel has it's Pat McAfee's thing. For every 100 people that bet on the spread, like on this specific bet, it goes up.
Okay, so
it's at
what's it
so
at?
it was
now?
it started at a half. 100
Yeah.
people bet, it went to 1, then 1.5. Right, I haven't bet yet. It goes all the way up into kickoff. Right now it's at plus 42.5.
Oh my god, that's easy.
Plus
Yo.
plus
God.
100 plus
Is
100.
it max bet 25?
Yeah.
Well, hey, there's $25, but
Plus
Hey, just
plus
make
100,
different
baby.
accounts. Just make different
Yeah.
accounts.
I already did. I mean, Emily has an account on FanDuel as well.
Make an account with your
so does
daughter.
Mandy.
Yeah,
That's funny.
it's free money, man. And no, but I am taking Iowa just straight up to win that game as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Cool.
think
Yeah,
they'll win
that's
too. We
1, 2,
were
3,
talking
4.
about it at softball yesterday. That defense is
Their defense is nasty.
unbelievable.
Nasty.
And I
Like,
don't think Penn State deserves anything because they touch little boys there. So
and
never.
Penn State's Penn
Not
State's
even
offense-
allegedly. They did.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Usually we be
Confirmed.
saying allegedly. It's like, nah, they
Right.
did.
I think it's for Penn State's
and
offense
it's
is
Iowa
suspect.
too.
Yeah, Penn State's offense is suspect.
It was
as
a
it
crazy
is.
crowd to
Their
play in front of.
defense is
That's
good.
lit.
Iowa's defense is nasty, and their offense is pretty good. It's gonna be lit. Game day's there. It's gonna be lit.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was -2, so like I said,
Mm.
money line usually, but fuck it. Spread baby.
-2, Iowa.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm writing these down because they could
spread on
change. So I
that,
want to
yeah.
lock you in for what they have
Yeah.
Plus 42.5 if you live in the state of Iowa.
now. Is that 4 picks for the week? 4?
Yeah, 4.
Are you gonna give a Wilder and Fury? Are you gonna touch it or no?
Yeah, we'll just have it as like an honorable mention because boxing's rigged. So
So you don't want to count it against your
It's like when
No.
I putt
No.
from 5 feet away. If it's in, it's in. If it's out, it's in. Right?
yeah.
Like one of
And
those.
then-
Like, yeah,
so,
if you lose, that didn't count. But
Right.
if you win,
I'm gonna take the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
all right.
I don't
I
know.
like
I
it.
don't know what the over under rounds on that is, but it'll probably go
Me
the
neither.
distance. But I think Tyson pulls it out.
Cool. Love it. I
Yo.
like that. I like that you guys are gambling. I'm not into that stuff, but I like hearing about it. I like hearing the
All right, so gambling.
the
Since
turmoil.
we're done with this shit, Squid Games. Talk to me.
I'm
seen it?
gonna start
I
it
haven't watched it
tomorrow.
yet. Don't chill out.
I'm gonna
Oh,
start it
okay.
tomorrow. Yeah, but
I haven't
I'm gonna
watched it.
binge it. So by next episode, we could lock in to it.
I haven't
moving
watched
this
it. I
weekend.
started to
gotta-
watch it,
I
but
got a list of things to
then
watch.
we're dealing with baby shit, and so I
That
just never
makes
got back
sense,
to
yeah.
it.
Just the memes. The memes
literally
have been
baby
fucking
shit.
killing me.
That's what I do.
Literally.
For real.
If it's a show that I've been hearing a lot of buzz about, I give it like a week, and I'm like, all right, I won't watch. Like whatever, people will stop talking about it, and so it's been like 2 weeks now, and I'm like, all right, I'll get into it because I like some deep dark shit. And
Yeah.
if Bree's disturbed by some of the things in it, I want to watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, let's
Yeah.
go.
Bree and I have
Um,
been sending each other the memes back
yeah,
and
she
forth for
tells
like
me.
a week.
She told me she like Forrest keeps sending me shit about it all the time. That's funny.
It's so great. It's so great.
Um,
Don't watch
well-
The Guilt. Don't watch The Guilt.
What's that?
The Jake Gyllenhaal movie. That shit was fucking ass. One of
No.
the worst movies I've ever seen.
What
in my life.
platform?
Don't. It's on Netflix. Don't even waste your
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Like
I'll take your word for it.
I'd rather watch Ben like change Veda's diapers than watch that
I'm
movie
in.
again. Like,
I'm pretty fucking good at it, by the way.
I believe it.
My technique is good.
I get that thing fast.
Staying on
Bam.
that same trend, House of Dragon trailer came out.
Yep.
Couldn't gauge whether quality of it, but no, I'm just hoping. Obviously, in this day and age of criticism, and nobody likes season finales, I feel like there's going to be some like automatic hate on it just because.
Yeah.
People can't just be happy with creativity and knowing that it's not going to be like what, that was an epic series of, of all time. So that'll be fun to watch. 2022, something to look forward to.
I'm pumped to watch it.
The Knicks look electric right now.
Who are they playing?
Pacers.
Okay.
My boy
Dave
Fournier
Chappelle
got a
special. Say it again.
I started watching
My
it.
boy Fournier got a tape.
Oh no! You got the tape that starts here. It starts here. It goes into another tape at the bottom.
Oh my gosh!
Dave Chappelle special.
If everything goes well, I'm about to watch it tonight, but who knows?
And Fort, you said you watched it, right?
Yeah, I started watching it last night because it came out at midnight. I just kind of passed out. But no, it was kind of funny. I watched the first 20 minutes, and I mean, it's Dave Chappelle. Like, it doesn't matter what
I think he's the GOAT.
I'm gonna laugh.
To me, he's the GOAT.
Yeah, to me, I agree. Yep.
So,
I grew up watching, the Chappelle show and all his skits. So he's awesome.
They say, obviously Joe Rogan's always talking about it on his pod, how he loves comedians because, in dark times and tough times, comedians are the tongue of society, where they put in perspective of, they're able to obviously take some tragic event or tragedy, some, obviously pandemic and have some fun with it, laugh, be okay with laughing at what's been going on. You don't have to be too depressed on what's going on. And Dave Chappelle just has a great way of looking at what's happening in society, how it evolves. And, with the baby thing that you sent for it, it's true. You laugh at it and you go, it's fucking true. Kill someone, you get criticized. Call somebody, whatever, do something, you're annihilated. Cancel culture.
That's when I stopped. That's when I stopped watching it, because I was just like, yo, I'm laughing too hard. I'm gonna wake up my parents.
Right?
He's like, he killed someone in Walmart. In Walmart, he killed. You can Google it. It's a true story. He killed someone in Walmart, but then he says something, and now they're trying to cancel it.
It's wild, bro.
Speaking of, I know Ray, you watch him, but you should watch the Joe Rogan episodes when he has Dave on. There's many of them. But Dave's like a philosopher. He's like a secret life philosopher, and a comedian too. He's really in depth. It's like when you hear him talk, you're like, this man, I want to hang out with him because he gets it. He gets it. He gives, I don't know.
And he's slow, and everything is methodical, without trying to be methodical. It's genuine. He's well thought out. He has a clear, way of thinking, and it's perfectly well said. He's our guy that can bridge the gap between chaos and humor and make us feel okay with things sucking, and you don't get too many of those per era or generation. I'm glad we have him because he's a good guy.
I can't
Shout out Ohio, because he stays in Ohio. I've been there multiple times for some fucking reason.
OHIO.
Yeah, shut up.
Shout out Urban Meyer.
Shout out Urban Meyer. Shout out the Facebook whistleblower. That will probably, hopefully, she jumps on Joe Rogan.
What is that?
That'll be a great guest.
Oh, I'm sure.
Did you hear about that? Whoever heard more about it, you guys could talk about it. Whistleblower blower on Facebook.
I've read about
Facebook
it.
and Instagram went down. That was Mark Zuckerberg fucking cleaning.
Yeah, that
shit.
allegedly.
Or was it Urban Meyer trying to delete the videos of him?
That was funny too.
She just talked about how Facebook basically, is doing what. I don't have Facebook. I got rid of my Facebook years ago. One of the greatest decisions ever.
Yeah, for sure.
About how inside the company they're a mess and they basically are a threat to actual human civilization and society and our children, and they're brainwashing them by their policies and the things they do in there and a bunch of stuff like that. That's basically it. Nothing that to me wasn't previously already know, and that, you know, kind of pushes for more regulation. I did think it was interesting though that she came out and said all this stuff, and Facebook didn't really deny anything. They basically did what any company tries to do, and they discredited her, saying she only worked there for 2 years and wasn't in. They said she wasn't in any C-level meetings, whatever that means. But they did not deny anything, and in fact, they said that they do agree with her that the rules of the internet should be probably adjusted. They said that internet rules haven't been adjusted in over 25 years, and it's probably time to do that. And so they're willing to meet with Congress to do that, which I think everybody will think in their mind, that's great news. But keep in mind, they're a giant corporation. So what they're going to try to do is help get those rules adjusted in their favor.
Right, of course.
So
their stock dropped like 6-7% yesterday too.
Yep.
Did you guys see the movie? Did you guys see the movie Russell Crowe about he's in that movie where he works for the tobacco industry?
Yes, great movie.
What movie is that?
Okay.
I feel like I have.
I know the
watch
name of it. I gotta remind me that.
I'll look it up right now because I just pulled up Russell Crowe's whatever because I forgot his name for some reason. I love him as an actor, but Gladiator is my favorite movie of all time. But
It's on Netflix now.
Yeah, so basically it's a movie about, you know, similar to this where tobacco industry is taking advantage, making millions of money, dollars. Insider.
The Insider.
Very good movie. So basically similar situation where you have an industry that's killing people physically, making millions and billions of dollars, and it eventually comes out because there's not much regulation on it. And somebody's coming out like, dude, they know this, that, you know, I don't have to go into details about the tobacco industry. And we are now in that prohibition of, look at the cat. I love it. We're now in that same way where people are coming out and whistleblowing and saying this needs to have regulation, and everything in our world and society, it takes usually years after that we point out that things are killing people. People are, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally, politically, it's going to take time, but it'll eventually happen because eventually it runs its course and regulation will happen in social media. It's not happening soon enough because every single day that goes by, Instagram went down. People are freaking out. And I'm not going to lie. I wanted to post something at the time. I wanted to do a couple things that I couldn't. I wasn't annoyed or frustrated. It was just like, whatever, I'll just not be on my phone. But like, there was probably genuinely a lot of people that had anxiety already, and it boosted.
What were the Instagram models going to do?
The thing that I noticed that was bad, because like I knew it was down, but like I kept like going to the app to open it. Like,
Me too. I kept doing it.
I went to
like
Twitter.
every little bit.
I said, Twitter, help me.
Like I kept opening. I'm like, wait, I know this shit's not working. And then like 30 minutes later, I go to open it again. I'm like, yo, what the fuck am I doing? This shit's not working. I'm like, why do I keep opening this? And I was like,
it's so crazy. I go to Twitter just to find out about Instagram. I'm like, all right, let's go to trending up. Instagram.
I love
trending.
Instagram though.
That means,
I hate Twitter. See, I would have been okay if Twitter was down.
No.
I like Twitter because I could get some news, you know, sports event. Instagram, I'm not going to it for news. I'm going to it for more fun and leisure. Instagram, I'm going for obviously jokes and stuff. Obviously, you could have a field day,
tweets,
but you can learn some stuff on
like,
Twitter. You know, you could hopefully, if you're smart enough to know what bullshit is. But
I enjoy getting lost on the explore page.
That gets me in trouble. It could get you guys in trouble too. You know what I mean?
People were like, damn, I was going to post my girl. I was going to post my relationship on Instagram today. Look at God.
And then the last topic I have really is NFL halftime show. Announced Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar.
It's in LA too, right?
In LA, SoFi.
Yeah, that shit's going to go nuts.
Jay-Z nailed it.
There's no lighting.
Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre said that this happened because of Jay-Z's relationship. So I think Jay-Z took a couple hits a few years ago when he was with Roger Goodell through all this kneeling stuff. But obviously that was at the front. That was easy to blame, you know, why is Jay-Z talking to Goodell, buddy, and doing these business moves when they don't support? But like Jay-Z's always doing, playing that long game. And look what he helped create. And this is awesome for hip hop.
I agree.
Could have bought a place in Dumbo.
I'm
when it
excited
was
for it.
$2 million. Yeah.
Important to have a good short
That's-
game as well.
Yes,
Yes.
very important to be. Yeah, don't play. Yeah, because it takes years
Ah,
sometimes, and this was
you
years
missed
in the
it.
making.
You missed
Oh,
it.
okay. Well, I know what you meant, but I was
trying to segue you
Oh, segue.
into you letting the world know that Drew got a hole in one
Oh,
this weekend.
ooh.
Sorry, we'll work on it.
No, that was good. That was hype. That was, of course, it's
That
the
was
one
lit.
week I don't play.
Yeah, right.
And we just, bro, last week we just talked about it because we played and we were like, oh, I wonder who's going to be the first one. And me and Drew, we were like, oh, it's probably going to be me and Drew out of pure luck because, whatever, quality of play, I guess. And it'll probably be something where we skip across a pond, it'll hit a tree and go in. We were just talking about it and dwelling on it last week. And I got that text and I was like, it would happen like this on a week that I'm away. Robbie was playing. It was, but I'm happy for him because that's either
Yeah,
way,
that's-
whether I'm there or not, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So dope.
Have you gotten a hole in one,
Yeah, it
Gravy,
was-
Ben, or anything?
No,
Obviously,
fucking no.
yeah. Okay, I just
Yeah,
want to
it's
ask.
like-
I've been close, but
you never
I
know.
mean, everyone gets close, but
I don't even have golf clubs. So
I don't even have
I
golf
think
clubs.
the closest I've ever gotten has been about 5 to 10 feet
yeah.
on the
I've
green.
got a pretty deep eagle.
Like nothing, like
probably the
within a
most-
step or two.
Probably the most impressive thing. Vito was there, so it was a very long time ago. I think we were still in high school. But yeah, no, never a hole in one.
Shout out, Drew.
You did hit it
The-
into a garbage can though.
The
did.
video was
I did. I still have a video of that.
Ben and Fort. Fort seen it. Ben didn't see it. I'm gonna send you the video, Ben, of the hole, like not of the hole in one, but the after. It's the funniest thing you'll see. It's really good. Let's wrap this up. Shout outs, any topics, anything you want to bring in, and then I'll kind of wrap it up with my stuff. So go ahead, guys.
Nope. Formula
I'm just
One's
gonna
trying to
shout
bring
out-
a third race. Oh, shout out.
What you say?
Formula One's trying to bring a third race to the US in Las
Sweet.
Vegas. That was all.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
You'll be in Tyson.
I don't have anything. I would just say I'll shout out my wife. She goes back.
Hey.
Her first day back at work is it's Thursday this week,
Nice.
and then it's just gonna be me at home with the
Wow.
baby. So,
Scary hours.
I'll be living closer, but don't worry.
it'll be good. It's good. I got everything under control. I'm a warrior. I can't be beat.
Warrior.
It's just a baby that poops and cries. Come on. I've
well.
Be like, Veda, how do you
Well.
feel about the Niners +5 this weekend?
Let me log this into my
Hey,
second
you know what's-
page of my
you know what's legit?
spreadsheet.
It's funny. What's legit about that is sometimes the only way to get her calmed down, like, because she'll get in crying fits, and it's just like she'll go on for a half hour nonstop. She won't, nothing you can do. It's just to talk to her. And so I was like reading, like, just talk to her. So I started to talk to her about my day and like, what do we think we should do here and do this and do that? And she calms down. It's the wildest
Is
thing
that just like
ever.
her not fully being able to see you guys yet, but maybe hearing your voices, knowing you're still there? thing?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know what it is. This is a lot of, I can't wait. I don't know. It's a whole foreign world that you're learning so much. Like I can hear her crying right now again. And so sometimes, I don't know, it's the only way you can get her to stop is just talk. I've learned
Sergio?
whatever you can do to get her to stop crying, do it. Because it stresses
Do
you
it.
out. Yeah.
Shout out
Sometimes I'll
Veda.
shove a pacifier in her mouth, and then I'll stick my mouth up against the other end of it and press it against her mouth and just hum until she shuts up. And it works.
Anything on your end, Fort? Shout outs, topics.
Shout out to everyone that showed out for my brother's little celebration. Even though we didn't do so
Poor
well at the
David.
casino, it's all good. We had a good time at the wharf. I had something else, but I forgot.
Has anyone ever had a bad time at the war?
Oh, I don't think so.
Sometimes.
That place is probably the only place in South Florida that has a good men to women ratio. Everywhere else, no. Oh, the other shout out to whoever just tried to trade me Debo Samuels and Miles Sanders for Tyreek Hill.
Oh, brother.
This is when the trades heat up now because you got 4 games under your belt. You got some injuries. You got some guys not doing well or overachieving. So,
yeah, definitely the part of the year I'm glad I'm not in a fantasy football league anymore.
Let's see. Oh, for me, shout out Alex and Jen for getting married this weekend. I was in New York for a wedding. Great time. Let's see. I found out my sister, I said yes, last week was having another baby, second kid, gonna be a boy. I learned yesterday that Sunday I'm gonna be the godfather to that child, which is pretty dope.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. My brother is the godfather to Lucas. So we're deciding on names now. The name Sebastian, it's kind of in the running from all of us in general, but subject to change. I would personally call him Bash all the time because that would
that's what I said.
Kind of help him in the beginning because he's not going to be able to say his name at all. And so it's been a popular name. I've been hearing Sebastian as a name a lot in different cultures, no matter ethnicity, whatever. Solid name. But we'll see about that. Let's see. Oh, shout out the Bolts, the Chargers for winning Val. Said to shout out, Herbert doing well. And obviously Zoe, they got a good team going on there. So they're doing their thing. I think the Giants had the opportunity to draft Herbert, and then he stayed in one more year of college. So we had to draft Daniel Jones, I think. Gravy, I don't know if that's the same year, but we had an opportunity to draft him one of those years, and he stayed in college.
No, I think that's the year. It might be the year we got Daniel.
Something like that. Or we drafted
I wanted Herbert.
Yeah, I did
too. That prior year when we were looking at quarterbacks to get, I was like, let's get this guy.
Yeah, they're doing their thing. I know she's got season tickets, so she's locked in to every game. And then the last shout out for me is my boy Steve. We posted this on Instagram for small business. He runs a nonprofit. I think it's nonprofit and profit, 2 different types of companies, but he runs a basketball camp and basketball academy on Staten Island, which is doing good. Teaching the youth basketball, and he's got those kids out there fucking doing lunges and squats at 8 a.m. Woke up the day after the wedding. Oh, he woke up the day after. Say it just the Yankee game just started. Sorry, I got hyped.
Is that Rizzo?
Single. That's a long single for on the Green Monster.
Stan.
Is it still 0-0?
Yeah, 0-0, 2 outs.
All right, I need that first inning draw. Relax.
Oh, sorry. So shout out Steve. He's doing his thing. He's really, doing a great thing for the island where, you can fall in some deep stuff when you're young, but at least he has those kids, learning some discipline and shout out him for waking up after a wedding, 6 a.m. and getting, and doing that for the kids of Staten Island. So shout out them, but that's it for me, guys.
Sweet. That's it.
Oh, Yankees.
Love it.
All right. So I am going to get to this Yankee game. Oh, it'll be a long 3 hours because these Yankee Red Sox games take a long fucking time. Like this game, it's no earlier than 11:30, 11:45.
I was going to say it ends at midnight, calling it right down.
But yeah, let's just hope it's not one of those 14, 15, 16.
Don't do that to me for it. Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
Let's not hope it taxes your entire bullpen and then you got to play tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh man, that's another factor that goes into it. You have to play in 2 days, and you hope that obviously we lose our best starter for game 1, so we're rolling on our number 2, and we don't have a all-star type level number 2, so that's gonna be crazy. But hey, one game at a time. Got to win this one, then we worry about that one.
Yep.
All right, boys. Episode 35.
Urban
Meyer, peace.
Shout out Urban. Let's do the Urban Meyer.
Keep him tight like Urban. Keep him tight.
2 fingers or nothing.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Urban.
Peace.
Peace.